You know what time it is?
Hey, check out our Patreon in the link below. You'll have access to uncut and upcoming reactions, skits, behind the scenes footage, and so much more. Your support goes a long way to helping us with more reactions and original content. Also, thanks for subbing. Set the bell for notifications. Your boy YaBoyRockLee. Hey man, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so. Tanya reaction is coming at you now. It's your boy YaBoyRockLee.
DirectoryNasty.
Jumping into our Tanya reaction. Quick recap of the last episode. I was saving this thought from the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
There's little details in there that am I overanalyzing or not? So remember at the end of the last episode where she was yelling and they heard the little kid voice?
Oh, talking into the thing, right? The PA system. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. What are you thinking on that?
I think that's all. I think that's how she always sounds. And when she talks sinister, what we hear is what she hears of herself. I think she actually always sounds like a little girl. I think she does. Think about it.
Why are they not showing me that? I want to hear that. Don't get twisted. I love Tanya's voice actor. I love the voice that we do hear. But like...
Bro, think about it. She was trying to like yell, and then when they were like, oh, they're like, look, she looked at them like she doesn't know what they were talking about. I don't think she hears that version.
I thought in that scene she was doing that voice on purpose so that she's like, I gave the warning, if people die, oh well, let's kill them. I thought that was the evil side of her, like trying to trick people into, we gotta tell them they gotta evacuate, but I don't want them to evacuate because I want to kill them. But what you're saying is way more profound and hilarious if true.
But I promise you, she's gonna have a super loyal squad. They're
gonna turn nasty on accident.
And the more she's trying to like get them to be not like her, I don't think it's gonna work.
Nah. Levi squad, come
on. The only outlier in her group is the girl that works with her.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where she can go, because she's the most woke out of them. She's the most capable soldier is what I'm getting. And she's efficient at her job as well.
She'll be Tanya's ultimate downfall. That's my prediction. Random shot in the dark.
It's solid to me. Anyways. Let's jump into this, guys. If you're not subscribed, now's a good time to do so. Full reaction and discussion will indeed be on our Patreon. Also hit the bell for notifications. We post daily, and we're asking for people to go ahead, tweet the video, show some love, help with the popularity of our content. And that means more reactions. As you see, we just keep cranking them out. So,
all right.
Let's do it.
南方管区の報告では、我が軍は第7航空艦隊による支援のもと、戦線中央部の突破に成功。ダキヤ軍の連絡線を寸断し制圧すべく総統戦へ移行せりとのことです。世界大戦も危惧される状況だ。戦線が少ないに越したことはない。ダキヤ同様脆弱な敵から率先して叩くしかなかった。
Yep, that's how it starts.
協商連合への攻勢を共和国よりはもろかろう。問題は補給だ。現在の備蓄状況では越冬が精一杯だ。
Here we go.
Damn.
That's what it is, the Triple Entente Alliance. That's why they look different. I thought that was one country, but they're fighting 3 countries together on one front. I understand now. That's why you saw the horses, the skis, and the other thing earlier. I thought they're fighting like 7 nations at once, sort of, but...
Being actors we were talking about.
Ah! We were early!
Yes.
Beginning of madness? Oh God.
Oh, it is a different country. Is this the Daxians then, probably? I think I said during, but I should say the Imperial Army. Nah, Tanya would be there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
What?
Oh, snap.
I wasn't expecting to see like actual planes.
Me either.
Jeez. They're surrounded. Come on, where's Tanya at?
You know what time it is?
I wonder how come they can go after bombers.
They can go up to 18,000 with the new tech because they're wearing prototype stuff.
That's my miss. Feel free to defeat them all.
It's gonna be hella disrespectful. No.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh, your ass is about to get big, big. Wait till you find out they're at 12,000.
They are fast. You notice their eye color too?
Yeah, I noticed a lot of them have different eye colors. Oh, you thought it was gonna be trash?
Live fire exercise. She told them. Look at Tanya's face, man.
She ain't playing.
She's not.
Tanya's like, go ahead. Come get some. Hit him with the rock.
Yeah, you already see it.
Yo. I felt that in my soul.
It's
I
like
guess I work enough to earn my salary.
No. None of them see it coming, man. Oh, they're trying to get away.
Psych.
Oh. Are you serious? Friendly. Oh. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be bad. She's not letting him go back.
With one shot. Jeez.
Oh, I was like, dang, she was so fast. I thought an enemy showed up actually. Oh my gosh, being X.
Oh my god.
Yes, literally, the World War is about Tanya.
Oh.
Damn. It's coming for you guys. Oh, they made it.
Oh my god.
I'm actually disappointed. Like, they made it. Ah.
Creepy.
That is gonna be important. The question is why, and who is that little girl? Yo.
Bruh, being X. This is funny. This is not literally funny, but like, we literally called it in the last episode and we recapped it. It's like, yeah, the whole point of this is being X is trying to teach Tanya to bow down, and Tanya's like, I'm not bowing. So being X is like, all right, we started with the toilet, started with the tub, we threw the kitchen sink, now we just throwing a war at you, son. But you just get war, you get war. Like, my God. So they further goes to prove that a lot of those little gaps we were talking about, like the influences and the people just doing weird things out of character, 100% that's being X, bro. 100,000%.
I also gotta say something about being X that goes without saying. Being X, and I'm only talking about being X in the show. I gotta be careful.
I know what you're going to say. Go ahead, say
He is not a good god or a good deity. He's not. In order to get this girl to submit, he is willing for just countless amount of people to die in a gruesome of ways. Like, he's using people as pawns in order to get Tanya to submit. And I'm strictly talking about the show. I'm not going anywhere further outside of it.
You can strictly talk about the show.
I'm like, yo, that is, it's awful. Awful.
Oh, hold on.
Everybody's smoking.
Poor Tanya. Okay, so the reason I'm making that stupid cheesy face is because literally, like in episode 1 of this, I was like, you're telling me you would willingly follow God who just goes out of its way to make your life miserable, or when you need him the most, just watches you and laughs, and you're over here like, what? And then we talk about being X, and you're over here like, this being X is not a good deity. Who does this? Start to the top, and I'm just like. So you remember in episode 1 when I was saying being X is not a good deity, you're like, well, we don't know yet. I'm like,
oh, okay.
I knew from episode 1 being X is a jerk. Pure jerkism. The complete, because we said it, Being X is a complete opposite of Great Sage. Rimuru was like, well, at the time, not Rimuru, but Rimuru was like, oh man, I'm so cold, I'm so hot, and Great Sage is taking things in like, okay, so you don't want to be cold anymore, you don't want to be hot, you don't want to be
more of a neutral party is how
more
I
of a
took
neutral party. Whereas when Tanya was dying and complaining about all this stuff, Being X was like, okay, so if I do X, Y, and Z, you might become a believer.
But Tanya started talking smack to Being X like on site. Like,
on site, yeah. But the reason Being X sent Tanya to a world like this was very specifically because of the things Tanya said.
Yes.
So from that moment,
to punish her.
From that moment, not to help her. From that moment, I was like, yo, Being X, bum Being X, man. That's like every time Being X pops up, you're like, the audacity of Tanya, and I'm like, the audacity of Being X. Like what? Like what?
It's one of those situations where Tanya needs to learn humility.
Absolutely.
And Being X needs to stop being a jerk.
Yeah, absolutely. We're on the same page on that front.
What?
Tanya has an ego and is a jerk. Being X has an ego but has power. So it's like that's why two people can't have an ego. If two people got ego, there's a problem. There's a problem. You got one ego and one person.
That's how we work too.
You can have no ego.
None of us exude the ego to each other.
Exactly.
But we have egos personally.
Yeah.
Just not when we're together. We put the egos aside.
Wait, what?
We don't display egos. Oh, okay. Yeah. We don't display egos, man.
Because the way you said that sounds like I leave and you're like, man, fuck this man director.
No.
No.
I'm a prideful person with the ego. But I don't let that interfere with like friendships and like trying to be like partners and working together.
Of course,
I never let it interfere.
I think that was a bad example specifically because she's done evil things like that per se, but that one really sticks out because it was her own people. Like I would argue what they did to the Daiki, the capital, was nobody told them they had to go to the capital and blow it up. They just took it upon themselves because they're like, yeah, this was dope, but let's make sure we do something that actually matters. So like that's what I mean by she pushes it. Like she meets her ego's needs, and then she's like, nah, we're gonna show out now. You know?
I'm only on the fence. I don't know if that was the right thing to do or not because it's war. And they targeted the factories. You know, they pulled that little crossing the line.
Yeah.
Yo, once you're in war, as long as you're not touching civilians, it's like, dang, man, war is brutal. So that's the only reason I'm like, advancing, they had them. Because if they wait until the next day, could have had reinforcements, whatever. That was a moment to cut off some supply.
Yeah.
And put a crucial blow to the enemy. So
you're right.
Anyways. Hey, if you guys aren't subscribed, now's a good time to do so. Our full reaction and discussion will be on our Patreon. First of all, at this very moment in time, we haven't introduced a hell concept.
No, not at all.
So we don't have to worry about hell as of right now. If Being X is operating by a set of rules, in Tanya's case, Tanya can beat him as long as they're playing by these rules. I think that's how Tanya is operating.
Oh, Tanya.
That Being X has a set of codes.
You think that's what it is. You're seeing it as Tanya thinks that there's actually a way to win this.
Yeah. I think that Tanya thinks there's actually a way to win this, yes.
Absolutely.
It's not occurring to Tanya that she can't win this.
Oh my, that's the difference between, that's where Tanya's making. See, here's the thing. No,
you go. I won't forget.
I was about to go off a tangent. You go. No, definitely you go.
Normal situation, like if you don't serve me, you're gonna burn in hell or something like that. She's not really given that that motive. It's just like, all right, this is a scenario that it takes for you to acknowledge me. Yeah. I'm gonna ride this scenario until things get hard for you, and it's gonna be like a hell on earth is what he's trying to create.
That's what I was thinking.
But for some reason, the way he operates, he doesn't just tear down the walls and just have the whole city burning. He moves people.
I also don't think it helps Tanya that Tanya truly believes that regardless of Being X, she can find her way into the comfortable life she had before. I think that's the biggest barrier Tanya has to realize before she needs to be like, okay, either bend or I need to beat Being X now. Because at the end of the day, Tanya's only two goals right now is to get comfortable the way she was before and to beat Being X. She thinks she can do both, but in reality, I think she will never get either.
She can't beat Being X and have a comfortable life.
No.
She can accept Being X, apologize,
and have a comfortable life, or she could accept being X and maybe even get her entire reality changed back to whatever, or you just keep doing this. I think Tanya's gonna keep doing this. I hope they give Tanya a hole though. I hope there's like a hole where Tanya like maybe legitimately has a chance at something, but this is an impossible scenario. There's literally no way Tanya's gonna win this. This is literally a losing fight, no matter what Tanya wants to admit.
I agree.
So the question is, are they gonna write in a way for Tanya to potentially beat Being X, or are we just watching Being X just completely troll Tanya? That's the rest of the question I have for the series.
Yeah, I couldn't even answer.
Is there gonna be a window for Tanya to actually possibly defeat or damage or humble Being X, or are we just watching a complete troll of Tanya? Either way, it's hilarious. For my own reasons, I would like to see an opening on Being X, but Tanya somehow misses. But for the most part, if Tanya just gets trolled, this is still gonna be a dope finish.
100%, 100%. We're gonna jump into the reaction. If you're not subscribed, now's a good time to do so. Full reaction, full discussion will be on Patreon. I'm YaBoyRockLee. Why am I saying that?
I'm DirectoryNasty.
We're gonna jump right into it.
Ow! Oh, it's literally 6.5.
Oh, we're back there. That's when you realize. I wonder if you're gonna think about what does that mean there won't be a second reincarnation? What does that mean? What happens after that? Like, as I talked about hell.
Yeah, right? How did I not notice the voice difference, man?
Because they made a big scene about it. That's why it became evident. I never noticed it until the scene happened.
Like, now I feel like I can't unhear it.
Same. I think this episode is like a recap.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
That's why it's 6.5. Since this is a recap, I think we could talk a little bit more during it.
Yeah, for sure.
This
This is hilarious. We're literally gonna get to see everything ran back.
Yeah,
oh,
that's why
man.
I'm like, we can
It's when we both just lean back. We're both like, oh yeah, they're kicking this one up.
Yeah, because this is basically a midpoint, so you can understand how we got here. That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna set up the next half. That means the next half of this is gonna be wild.
Yeah.
She's
I stand
delusional.
by it.
She's delusional.
What makes you say she's delusional?
Because she's witnessing miracles.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree with that part. Yeah. And I think that's a further play on how people don't think they have any control in their real lives with Being X. Like, no, you have control. Yes, I alter, but you have control ultimately. And I think this is a further proof of that.
Yes, because he hasn't made anybody do anything. He plans stuff for it to happen, but he doesn't make anybody do anything.
Yeah. Tanya has seen and is currently using the miracles. Like, for you to sit there and deny it, you're on something else. Like, you're just being completely egotistical and unreasonable. Like, if I knew for unequivocal fact that if I prayed and whatever I prayed about was gonna happen because I said being X, yeah, I don't mess with you. Like, at that point, I'd be like, damn, yeah, being X, you're real.
Exactly.
Like, you have to.
She's a constant paradox of a character.
Very interesting anime. Way more philosophical than I ever thought it would be.
Yes, but it's more philosophical about, like, God.
Yeah.
More than breaking down, like, the details of who's trying to do what to who. It's just like...
Yeah. I mean, what you said we could talk during it, I'm like, yeah, we could just basically do the recaps and talk about all the stuff that we don't normally talk about.
Yeah.
So far in the 11 minutes, I haven't seen any new information. I haven't seen any, well, maybe here, but I haven't seen anything that we've missed, which is good.
This is not new.
It's not new, but I want to rewatch this. Couldn't get a read on that. I wanted to watch that specifically.
I think it'd be more important to see what he said in the last couple episodes. Cause I got his character mixed up with the guy in the glasses that doesn't like her in the first place.
No, I never got that mixed up.
I think like I should say when they showed him when we watched episode 4 today, I didn't realize like who he is. So I'm like, oh, this is a guy that doesn't trust Tanya. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So probably in prior videos, he's probably talked well of Tanya, and the guy in the glasses is like, no, we can't trust her because of X, Y, and Z. He probably was one of the people that's always talked about her, because the guy in the glasses was opposing other people's decisions with her.
That's facts.
How long exactly? And you notice he doesn't say much. He just asks her questions. He doesn't give her much orders until it's time to do business.
You see the smile? She's like, well, if you're going to quit, and then everybody's like, I'll continue training. She's like, why? She's like, why? You're supposed to quit.
That means they're gonna do the voice scene, I bet, again when they just.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Look at her face, frustration, the eye movement. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
look, I don't like Tanya as a human being, but I do like her as a character. She's a very well written character.
Hilarious. Sports.
This is when we didn't trust her. What the heck is going on?
Yeah, man. I was waiting for something bad to go wrong this whole time. This entire time, I was waiting for things to go terribly.
Here we go. Here we go. Her eyes got wide. Look at them smiling.
So she did an extra kitty voice on purpose. They did cut out some of the context, but her voice does sound more high-pitched than we normally admit. But she was doing an extra kitty voice intentionally by the way everybody's eyes lit up. So she was intentionally trying to mislead them and destroy them. She's like, yeah, I gave the orders. What about it? Okay. So in a couple minutes, they're going to show the scene where the purple-haired guy without the glasses says something. He says, sending a kid to war, eh? And I think it has to do with this scene.
Why?
Because the kitty voice, they're going to make the connection? Maybe I'm out of order.
Nah,
I think I'm out of order. You're right. No, I'm out of order. That would have already happened.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine holding a gun and talking about prepare for a close quarter.
I think because they have blades on it, yeah. It's so crazy how they blend like old rifle-like technology
with these computation mages things, right?
Yeah.
literally blows my mind. I try not to think about it too much, but I'm like, you have such good technology that you can fly, but you have single fire rifles, like...
Single fire rifles that fire magic or a spell or...
Yeah.
I don't know what it fires.
I do like the blend, but it's like, I don't know, it's a bit weird, but...
I didn't mean it in a bad way. I just meant like, I meant it as just like a creative thing to do.
Oh no, I'm saying in my mind, I was like, it's a bit weird, but I like it. This scene was also disgustingly creepy.
I thought it was gonna be effects because she shot him in the head, and that was, to me, that's a war. If the thing is alive, this man,
yeah,
with that being X's in, that's a war crime.
Yeah.
But I think he's actually dead.
Oh yeah, he was dead.
But if you found evidence that he was shot execution style, like that, after the fact or whatever, I don't know. I think at the end of this, Tanya's gonna die. That's my thought. I think Tanya's going to... I don't know. Yo, you know the ultimate victory is if Tanya just accepts death and not acknowledges God.
I am not gonna lie to you. That's what I was waiting for to happen last episode. Okay. I thought about it last episode, and I didn't say nothing. We tried not to say too much. I was like, yo, if Tanya just offs herself, that's the ultimate victory. And it's like, not only did I not have to acknowledge you, you said you're not gonna reincarnate me, so like, I win. I thought about it, but I was like, no. Tanya's point is, I want to do exactly what I was doing here without interference. I want to do exactly what I was doing here, but without interference. That's her end goal.
She also wants to get back at him. And at some point, it might get so crazy, so whatever. It's like, haha, there's one thing, you can't stop me. I'm not gonna acknowledge you, whatever.
Yeah.
That's her ace in the hole. We'll see. I think it's gonna be something wild, man. It's gonna be something wild.
Have to.
Anyways, there's not really a recap on this one, guys.
The whole thing was a recap.
Yeah, I just didn't want to miss anything. I was like, man, we could have went to episode 7, but at the same time.
No, I think it was a nice recap. I think this was an opportunity for us to just barely talk during the entire reaction, because it's literally just showing us everything we know. Fact. And we verified that we didn't really miss anything, and anything that we thought we missed wasn't really a miss. We just misconstrued and we cleared it up.
Yeah, especially like the voice thing.
Yeah, the voice thing. Yeah, nothing serious. So
that's it. There's no recap on this one. We're just up to speed. Probably expecting the next phase of Tanya to be like wild if they did this. It's only 12 or 13 episodes. So they're gonna do a 6.5. Like,
yeah, that's deep.
They're like, yo, we're gonna expedite this, and you guys aren't gonna be able to keep up. So here's where we are today. That's my thoughts. Anyways, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so. A full reaction will be on Patreon. Also, hit the bell for notifications. We post daily. Tweet. If you like our videos, tweet it. Hey, I was watching YaBoyRockLee and DirectoryNasty. You guys should watch your videos too.
Yo, add us, yo. Hit us with the add.
So, yeah, links are all below as well. So, I'm YaBoyRockLee.
I'm DirectoryNasty.
Oh.
Don't forget to follow us on social media. Also, check out YaBoyRockLee.com for merch.